Today I'm gonna do a video on my childhood lies that things that I thought were true that I found out weren't true. And I had a pretty wild imagination going on as a child. Like, I don't know. Yeah, so here it goes. Three, two, one, go. So when I was little, Blue's Clues was like my favorite show. But I was talking to my friend the other day, and I found out that Blue's Clues is a girl. It broke my heart. I thought that like Blue and the little pink one, Fuchsia, whatever her name was, were like a couple, and that they were gonna grow up and get married. But then I found out that Blue was a girl, and yeah, well, yeah, that broke my heart. Can you not do that? So this is gonna sound crazy, but when I was little, I always used to watch the stoplights, and I thought that there was a network of people that lived underground that controlled the stoplights, and like they watched, and they had little cameras. Wonderful. Anyway, that they had little cameras and they were watching to see what cars would come, and then they'd flip on the green lights and the red lights. So yes, I'm not really sure where I got that idea from, but I kind of grew up always thinking that there was a people living underground controlling the stoplights, and I didn't know if it was like police or something. So
Going to the
yeah.
bathroom. Look at
So when I was younger, I used to think that there was the storks like in Dumbo that actually came and delivered babies. So like
it's like a dry
I
shampoo.
didn't understand when my mom was pregnant, like
Yourself, maybe.
how she had a baby in her tummy. I thought that like Dumbo was a really good movie, so I always thought that
Yes.
baby would be delivered by a bird. So these movies need to stop confusing children. It's just not fair. Tisk tisk Disney, tisk tisk.
You mean that's not true?
When I was younger, me and a few of my friends, like in elementary school, we were convinced that we had telepathic powers. Like someone would be doing work inside and we'd be out at recess and we would want to tell them something, but obviously we can't go inside because you're outside, you're at recess, they're not going to let you back in. And so we used to literally sit and go like this, and try to send messages to them because we thought that we were all telepaths, and that if we thought hard enough and like our thoughts were loud enough, then they would be able to hear us from inside the building. We were a very strange bunch of children. Like we used to do the Macarena at recess on the balance beam, all recess. Yeah. So isn't that interesting? When I was younger, I never really had like a clear idea of how big the world was. Like I thought there's these places and movies and stuff, but I thought it was pretty small, and that basically Smithfield, where I live, is the only place in the whole entire world. Like the whole world is like 2 mile radius, and there's nothing beyond that. The people that I know are the only people in the world. So yeah, I've always kind of lived in my own world, and I always obviously have believed these things that are not true. Like, I don't even know where I got the idea that the world is like that small, but when I was a little kid, that was like big enough for me. So when I was younger, my dad had this book of like magic tricks, and he always used to do magic tricks for us. And I thought that he was an actual magician. I thought that he had magical powers, and that he used to, like, he could actually make things disappear. and I didn't realize that it was just a trick and like an illusion. And I still get tricked by like magicians today, but I kind of like, I know that it's not real, but my mind is kind of like, wait, what are they doing? And I still haven't figured out hypnotism though. I'm pretty sure that's probably real. But yeah, I thought my dad was a magician, and I wish that would actually be kind of cool. So, yep, my dad's not a magician. Sorry to break the news to you. When I was little, I was convinced that there was a plant that could eat things, and like it could eat me if I went near it. And it was in my grandmother's house, and I just thought I was gonna get eaten by this plant. I was so afraid, and my family has played tricks on me before, and it's just really mean. But yeah, eating plants. So those are just a few things that I thought were true and I found out weren't. So my childhood lies. And if you want to hear more, tell me, and I'll think of some more and some other people what they thought was true and aren't. So have a nice night. Peace.